just sort of like everyone else is saying, well, we've never seen this before. We've never seen this before. We'd have no idea what's going to happen. We must kill it straight away. We must stop this now. We must kill it. And Bella's like, no, but I want to keep it. But Bella, this could kill you. Not having this baby, because we don't know what it is. It's half vampire and it's stronger. We have no idea what's going to pop out of there. It's like, no, I want to keep it. I must have this baby. Why? Why must you have this baby? Why don't you have this one aborted and actually have a baby? Do it again, but in more controlled circumstances, so you can get prepared for when it happens. I mean, oh God. The werewolves end up finding out that Bella's pregnant, and apparently this breaks the truce between the werewolves and the vampires, because the truce was that the werewolves wouldn't be at war with the vampires if Edward never turned Bella into a vampire. Why these three, with Jacob, are so important to the rest of the vampire and werewolf culture, that this is the binding of the truth, the truce. I mean, oh God, oh. And it's like, oh, she's pregnant now, so let's leave our Rio island our island in Rio, a private island that you apparently had enough money for, and also we can fly back in a private jet. We have a montage of them having sex in different locations. That goes on for about 3 or 4 minutes. And then they find when she's pregnant, they have the packing the bag montage. Packing the bag to get home. They say, "What's it going to be?" Like, "You're packing your bag. You're leaving your honeymoon. You're gonna go back home. And here's some clips of you doing that." I mean, what? This is the biggest problem. It's nothing happens. I mean, basically the entire movie is they get married, have sex, and she gets pregnant. There's your movie. And it's an hour and 48 minutes long. Full of so much filler and padding, it just makes you so frustrated and bored out of your mind. Oh yeah, so because the baby is part vampire, it's stronger, and when it starts kicking and shit, it starts to hurt Bella, and she's starting to get... Which, the only good thing about this movie, I'll admit, is when they show Bella for the more stages she's getting pregnant, they did a pretty good job with the makeup. She looks pretty knackered and wrecked. They pulled that off pretty well. And then they just... The baby starts kicking, and they're like, all the vampires are there saying, "We gotta get rid of this. It's a demon. It's a thing. We must get rid of it." Which, if you're going to talk about abortion, don't talk to it like that. That's wrong. That's just wrong. And I go, "But this baby will kill you, Bella." He's like, "No, I must have it." It's like, fine. I'm just going, well, if it kills her, that's better, really. We can move on from this horrible person. I mean, that's all she really wanted, was to have sex with a vampire, and she's got that, and now she can die happy. Oh, hang on, my arm's getting starting to hurt a bit. Moving to over here, because... There we go. Back to where we were. Everyone's basically, even the family who don't know that they're vampires are basically begging and saying, "You're too young, you shouldn't be having this baby, you should be getting it aborted." They're the only sensible ones here, is Mustache Dad. Mustache Dad, who is probably supporting that Movember or whatever it is. I can't remember. I want to do it, but I don't have enough hair for that yet. Oh. the only, because he's just seeing what a horrible daughter he's becoming, and he's destroying this family. There we go. I don't know. Oh yeah, here's my point. With Edward and all the other vampires, why do they need to be in Washington and have this truce with the werewolves? I mean, you have an island. Stay there. You've got enough animals there to drink your blood from. Why need to be here in Washington? Never explained. Never explained why this is needed. Oh well. We're supposed to just buy that he has an island and a private jet and move on, but that's the thing that pisses me off the most. He has an island and yet he goes to Washington for no real reason. If he has an island in Brazil because he wants to socialise. Whatever. So anyway, the Jacob starts to become likeable because he doesn't. He loves Bella so much that he ends up going against his own kind because the werewolves are going off to kill the baby because this is breaking some ridiculous truce. He actually ends up going off to Edward and warning the vampires that the werewolves are going to come in here and they're going to want to kill her. So then we see Bella. We're at the stage of she's 9 months pregnant. She's just about to give birth, and she looked wrecked. I mean, the baby's kicking her so hard. It kicks her so hard it breaks her rib, which that's a strong baby. But I think maybe to stop her kicking and all that, to calm her down, which bit of sense in here is maybe if we feed her blood. So Bella drinks blood, which I don't know how the baby gets fed it's in the woman's body. I know it's a tube that comes from the belly. So I don't think drinking something will instantly put it into the baby, but whatever, that works. So the baby calms down, stops kicking the crap out of her, and so Jacob's there and everyone's, and then we have another montage of Bella getting ready to give birth and the monitoring the perimeter, waiting for the werewolves to come montage. You could have a drinking game to the amount of montages in this film, and that goes on for about 4 minutes to the worst music you've ever heard. And why did the werewolves need to kill this baby? I don't know. What's so bad to them? I mean, the vampires I can understand because they have no idea what this thing is, and it could be a daywalker and it could take over the world. I mean, it could be Blade. You could be happy and it could be Blade. God, if it was Blade, I'd be fucking pissed. But why do the vampires why do the werewolves need to kill it? Again, no real reason given. And then this is the final nail in the coffin for this film. Is Bella starts talking to Edward and Jacob about the names, what they're going to call this baby, and this is where the stupid just explodes in a firecracker of pretty colours and okay, so she goes right, if it's a boy I'll call it EJ after Edward and Jacob. But the girl's name is compared to that's pretty clever compared to what the girl's name is. She goes, and if it's a girl we're going to call it Renesmee. Why? Well, because I'm going to name it after my mother, which is Renee. Yeah, makes sense. That makes sense. Loads of kids are named. Women are named after parents, really. I mean, the parents' parents. And but no, it's called Renesmee because of her mother and the name of the island she was conceived in.